points. Well, let's get in Jay Bala of Cash Chaos, who joins us on the show. Hi, Jay. It's a stock-specific market, so I want to get straight for that. We're seeing a fair bit of volatility, but you have two long calls, Sumitomo as well as Max Financial. Tell us the levels you're looking at out there.
Yeah, Sumitomo seems to be coming out of falling wedge breakout, and as long as the stock can hold above 410, I think it has good potential to scale fresh 52-week highs to about 540. So the objective is that. And likewise, Max Financial, it seems to have got an unfinished upside to the 2024 high. So as long as 913 is protected for Max Financial, we can expect fresh 52-week highs somewhere close to 1125, and that being the objective for the stock.
The Nifty is now firmly below 22,900 at the day's low, and the cuts are getting deeper. 65 points now lower on the Nifty, while the mid-cap index is inching towards a 1% fall. Jay, quick word on the index over the next few days.
Yeah, the Nifty seems to be, repeating what it's been doing for the whole of 2024 so far. It's seeing a fresh all-time high, but it's lacking follow-through, and that seems to be continuing. But for the moment, the slight positive takeaway is that it's not fallen back so far into the previous range, and previous range comes at about 22,790. So this is a breakout, and once again, it's not seeing a follow-through, but in the last couple of sessions, it's not fallen back to the previous range. That's the only positive. Otherwise, it seems to be repeating the same pattern. The resistance comes at about 23,250 to 23,450 for Nifty, and the critical support is it's quite downs. But I don't want to see it fall below 22,790 so that we can have some sort of resolution. But from a medium-term perspective, the markets are stretched and tired, so be a bit cautious about your longs.
Okay, be a little cautious about your longs. In terms of specific sort of trades and where to look for trades, Jay, where would those be?
Yeah, the market seems to have fascination in the last week for new listings, relatively new listings that have been listed from 2022 to 2024. So, and that's the reason why you're seeing the top gainers today seems to be from that pocket. So focus on those. Probably markets is of opinion that they've still got value and still got upsides to work with. And you want to be protecting your longs, and there seems to be weakness coming through in real estate and some infrastructure names, but there is bullishness in cash stocks. So stay in cash stocks and the relatively new listings.
Any shorting opportunities that you would recommend, that you see? Anything in the PSUs?
PSUs, no. We've been bullish on the railway names, and they've had their moves. So PSUs are the most overbought in this run-up. So I've been bullish on rail names like Ircon and Texmaco. So Texmaco Rail. So we can still trail stop loss there, and I've been bullish on multinational names like Federal Mogul, and Schaeffler India, and even BOI India, which is right now called Linda India. Yeah, it's okay. So basically, those stocks have done well. So keep trailing stops there. So there are no fresh moves in the PSU space.
It's interesting. You said new listings, but obviously that's not a call on charts, right? Because there's no price history. But anything catching your eye in that sense?
No, it is a call on charts. They are relatively new listing, but I'm not able to take a medium-term call. If you look at something like DOMS Industries, it's got a history of about 6 to 9 months. I can project levels of about 2,100 for it. But the supports comes at about 1,700, so it's less than 1:1 risk reward. And if you look at something like Nuvama Wealth, even that's got limited history, so even that's looking attractive. But I'm not able to project a medium to long term objectives, but there are short term upsides. It's slightly better than 1:1 risk reward. Otherwise, that's the reason. Otherwise, I would have picked those.
Okay, no, I absolutely got that. So, sorry, did you sort of put out specific trades, Jay?
Yeah, that's right. Today I've got Sumitomo Chemicals and Max Financial, and So and the global picture is slightly bullish, but it's got some follow through and higher high spending. But the caution is that Dow Transportation Index, that's diverging with the mainline indices, and the yield spreads for the US, the 210 and the 25s, it's starting to widen. The spread between the US, 210 is about 47, 48 bips, whereas the 25 is about 42 bips. So, the spreads are starting to widen, and with the divergence with the transportation, that's not a good sign. So there are higher highs to come through, but it's sending a important warning signal there.
Okay, all right. Jay, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for your time. Good speaking with you. Appreciate you joining in with that perspective on the market. I think we're just sort of winding down. 2 minutes.